welcome to Come to Your Senses with Carlos Jaime. Oh man, we have a great show coming up right now. I cannot wait. I'm shaking.
I'd say this is one of the best shows.
You're already calling it you were calling it one of the best shows already?
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Yeah. Fair enough. I
barely met the guest, but I can tell you she's awesome.
She's incredible.
I just have a really good feeling.
I hope you. Yeah, I do too. This has been in the making for years.
Many years. Carlos and I have had a podcast that has gone on for
4 years. It was
4
over
years,
4 years,
200 episodes. It was quite a lot of hobbaloo, if you will.
Okay, hoobaloo or hobbaloo?
Everybody.
A lot of shenanigans went on that show.
Yeah.
A lot of bullshit. A lot of crazy stuff. We had many talented guests, like super talented, in every aspect of like entertainment, religion. We had one who was like incredible, like he was an atheist.
He was great.
The greatest, one of our best, greatest atheist of all time. I tell you that much.
Made a lot of good points.
Oh God, he cured me.
We've had like Matt Walsh, comedians.
Oh, the whole gamut. Like people that are like in movies. I mean, like I don't. Why are we doing that show anymore? All right, well, yeah, but all right, but it happens. People move on.
We've got people that are now out of state.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we have some people that are out of state. Now, other people are on other podcasts.
Yes, everybody's on home.
Yeah. And speaking of which, you can follow the show. It's Come to Your Senses. It's COME.
Yeah, not
number 2.
COM.
Nah, come on. You're already starting.
Well, no, I'm just saying the way you say it, it's almost like it's kind of.
It's a little sexual, a little
bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, a little flirtatious. I get it. Yeah. It's not like a porn mag. Trust me.
The numbers are really good though on.
Oh, really? Okay.
Comedy Podcast Network. Yeah, like the numbers are up.
We should have a meeting about it. I want to crunch numbers. I want to see where we're going, and it's Come to Your Senses, not CUM, COME, number 2, UR Senses, okay, SENSES, in case you don't know.
It's actually TO, not 2.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's what the show. All right. We'll still figure it out. We'll figure it out. This is the 7th episode. Give me a break. All right. It's a free podcast.
No, it's fine. It's
a free freaking podcast. Please.
It's very easy to find. We have links and everything. So.
And if you like the show, please give us a great review. Even a 4-star is sufficient. Okay. Anything.
You want a 5-star?
5-star? Yeah. Do you want only 5? All right. Fine. I get it. 5-star on iTunes, please. Okay, it helps us out, very much, and we continue doing this great show. So, like I said, this has been in the making. Oh God, I think she's a little nervous, a lot of pressure.
She looks pretty confident and fine.
I think I'm nervous. I'm freaking out. I'm sweating for crying out loud.
That's a very beautiful woman in the room. That's why.
Extremely beautiful.
I'm even nervous and I'm engaged.
I know.
God.
You have to bring that up. Come on, man. What type of show is this? But the reason being is because I've always wanted, I've always wanted somebody in the adult industry, a porn star or so, to be on the show. And I must have asked so many girls or something. I mean, it was creepy in a way how many people I was asking. And rejected one by some never responded. Some said okay, and then we couldn't figure it out. I mean, it was such like a saga. I think I could have got like Joe Biden or Paul Ryan probably on the show, and any of these elections probably on the show more so than probably. Yeah. But finally, I reached out to some beautiful girl, beautiful girl, and she responded. It was amazing. I couldn't get it, and now I have the pleasure of introducing her to the show. I'm pounding on the table because I'm so anticipating this. The very beautiful, talented Summer Rae. Thank you. Yeah, I'm applauding.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, Summer, and it's summer like the season.
Yes.
And an RAE.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great. Is this a typical? Is this you just had this name? You just said. Was it off the cuff? Did you ever think about this name, or were you like Summer Rae, or was it something like you just saw something around, like get ready for summer vacation? You're like Summer, and then says Emma Rae, and you're like put them together, What was the birth of? How did the birth of the name came about? Because I'm always interested because that's the handle That's super important probably for a porn star because that's like a easy name to remember. Yeah. That's how they get known for. And yeah, it's like a. So how did this come about?
I'm sorry, that's not your real name though?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I thought it was a real name. I'm like, really? Why would she name herself? How would she name herself?
And,
she's not even old enough to name herself.
If she was adopted and it was a little, and whatever orphanage she was at, got a little awkward. They could have never named her. Then I could see someone naming themselves.
All right, I understand.
Or they were raised by wolves, whichever the case may be. But Summer was not.
No.
She's a true person here. She does have a real name, but Summer Rae.
Yes.
Summer Rae. So how did that come around? Like, was it just something came out?
I wanted something that was definitely still me.
Okay. And very, very summerish. You're like,
yeah, I'm like a person of summer. I don't know.
You go out. You do a lot of activities. Is that what it is? Like, I mean, you're like in the beach, going scuba diving.
Yeah.
Going parachuting, parasailing. That's me.
Not really, but I think like my personality is kind of like summer. Like I'm warm, I'm bright.
Oh, you are, yeah. You definitely. I felt that. Like I felt like I know it's raining even today, and I'm like, oh, ray of sunshine. I get it. It.
Yes.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I get that too. I mean, it's fall here, and I still felt like it was summer. Yeah.
Well, God, people listening in New York or whoever have the worst, like whoever has the worst weather, are probably telling us that we're the biggest pussies just because of rain today. It wasn't even like that super cold, but because of rain, it's like, oh.
I heard thunder and I was shocked.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Yeah, we don't get that here in Southern California. Forget that. But Summer Rae, oh gosh. So you've been how long have you been in the business? It's like about I guess we were talking earlier, and I guess you said it was about 5 months or so?
5 months.
And how do you like it?
I like it a lot.
Yeah. Helma.
Uh-oh.
Gosh. Well, oh God, I am so curious on this lifestyle. No, because it's been I'm always curious about when did it just turn on? Was it something that you always planned or to join, or was it something that just happened? You just said, oh, I'll try it.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it just happened.
Okay, I just stated it. All right.
Yep.
And so was that? You didn't second guess? You didn't say oh gosh, because I mean the stigma when I was growing up, I'm obviously older than you. I mean both of us are, and I'm always fascinated by it because I've seen porn. I've seen talk shows, and they would always be like, oh, that's like.
I'm probably 4 times older.
Well, probably, in spiritual. But I'm just saying, it's you always got that stigma that with porn, it was always the lowest, not the lowest level, but it was always people mafioso. It was always something really crazy because that's what a lot of people visually saw on movies, not for reality, but just something that they saw oh, that's a whole thing, that's kind of crazy, Do you feel that way sometimes or no?
Mm-mm.
No, it's not the same. It's not like that now. It's I think it's more professional right now.
Yeah, it is more professional.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know how it was a while ago.
Have you seen Boogie Nights? Have you ever seen the movie Boogie
No.
Nights? Oh, well, okay. We got to watch that movie.
Really? You never saw that?
Yeah.
That was very. I mean, that was 70s. That was very different though.
It was late 70s. Have you ever heard of it? You've heard of it, right? But it's late 70s and 80s, and it's a very, what it is that it's created pornography is created almost the same as just actors. There were actors, that would just do this. There wasn't this thing where they were oh yeah, we're gonna, they were. It's not as something they gave it a thought. They have There were actors. They were trying to make something that was to entertain the audience because obviously it was in theaters. It was something that you had to make. Make people go out to a theater and see a porn, which is almost impossible today. Forget it.
Yeah.
And so that movie, but of course, you get Coke and other stuff, and it's here we go. but in the 4 or 5 months that you've kind of been, it's been pretty steady, right? It's not been a crazy nightmare, has it?
No, my experience has been wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And growing up, what kind of child were you? Kind of were you something were you always a free spirit all the time, or is it something where I mean, I'm not saying you are, but I mean, you're very bright, I tell you that much. But was it something where you I was a kid, were you always kind of doing naughty stuff, I guess, or always kind of being like, the bad girl, I guess, right?
Actually, no. I was really, really shy.
Really?
And I was always in like my little La La Land.
Was that what La La Land? What was that? Unicorns?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just in my own little world when I was little.
Mm-hmm. But you had friends and or something, and family and everything, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty. I mean, yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see it. La La Land. Oh, that's what it's weird. People call that L.A. La La Land, and I always get weirded out by that. Because I'm like, I'm from here, and I don't feel any La La as much going on. Like, I'm not getting the La La. I'm getting the Los or more of it, or something like the craziness, the Lost Angeles. Yeah, always people kind of mix around the name of Los Angeles or something, or LA. But yeah, Lala.
Yeah, when I think of LA, I think of the Salton Sea. Did you ever see that movie?
Yeah. I thought you meant the sea that's in.
No, but they actually filmed a lot of it in
they
Laurel
did.
Canyon, actually.
Right. It's a very Well, that's what I mean. It's
kind of like the Lost Horizon, I guess.
Yeah.
You know that book, The Lost Horizon? It was one of the first paperbacks ever.
Yes.
Kind of like LA sometimes.
But isn't that Lost Horizon about the Shangri-La?
Shangri-La, absolutely, yeah.
Where it was fantastic, but
I'm
they
talking,
couldn't leave there, or they can never come
parallels,
back.
Carlos.
Oh, all right, I'm just saying.
But you know what? It's like the Hotel California. You can check in.
There's no such thing.
You can check in anytime you like. You just can never leave.
It's a roach motel. It's basically a roach motel. I don't know.
Roach motel.
Oh, and speaking of roach, I know. Normally I do a bit. I don't think we're gonna have time, but normally I do a bit called News of the World.
News of the world.
And just, I don't know if you've heard it, but there was a guy who, this is the stupidest contest of all time. Okay. The prize was a snake. And all you had to do.
I heard of it. This has been going on the radio.
And what it was like, all right, it's a snake. So what they decided to do was march people up, or just
it's
to
a
sign
boa
people
constrictor.
Or whatever. I don't know.
It was a full-on boa constrictor.
Okay.
That was the prize.
Which I don't know about you, but like, I mean, I'm not afraid of snakes, but it would take me a lot, unless it was
not to
given
mention
to
the
me.
cost of keeping it alive.
Yeah.
You gotta
even if
buy
it was
mice
even if it was given to me, I think I would give it to
What
you.
did he do, Carlos?
Well,
what did he do?
I guess the contest was that whoever eats the most roaches would win, and that's not even the half of it. That's normal. That's a normal. You're like, why? This guy ate it. He won the contest. Started burping up. Okay, got a little nauseous and collapsed, and later on was declared dead in the hospital.
God.
Yeah,
he died.
He died, and I'm like, I mean, I don't know how. I mean, I would assume. I mean, you ate roaches, something not normal, but was it the poison? They haven't released anything. And it's funny because when they showed footage of the guy's face,
it was like Stand By Me, the pie eating contest where everybody threw up. Except this guy actually died.
No, he died. But but you know what? The thing is, I get the pie eating contest. I get that.
That's fine. This
roaches,
guy, he ate roaches, but for some reason, he died. There should be no reason why he died, though. They're still trying to figure that out.
I don't know. I think it's raid. I think there was a lot of raid.
Yeah, I mean, you're eating cockroaches.
Yeah.
I mean, so.
God, the coroner, when they open them up, is gonna freak out. He's gonna freak out. I'm sorry, but yeah, exactly. You're normal in that case. Gosh, oh god, summer. Oh boy, I can't believe you're here. I can't believe it. So, and let me ask you, for the type of guys, let me ask you about guys.
Ooh, okay.
Are you interested in guys and girls? Or is it just mainly how's that work?
Well, I'm very attracted to both. I only like messing around with girls. I wouldn't ever have a relationship with one. I think I need a man too much.
Need a man? Need that guy?
I need a man and his man parts.
Man, it's okay, a couple parts here there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, all right. I can take that.
Well,
no.
What do you enjoy about women over men, I guess?
They're beautiful.
Well, yeah, I would agree with that. But
I don't know. Titties are so fun and
you like playing around with them?
Yeah.
Fun bags?
Is there an emotional thing, though, that you see differently than women?
emotionally, I don't think I can get like emotionally. I don't think I can ever be in love with a girl. Like, of course, like I love my friends, but I don't see anything romantic happening. I can see myself definitely getting romantically involved with a man. I feel like that's easier than with girls.
And I mean, you've had boyfriends in the past, right? What's the longest relation you ever had with a guy?
4 years.
4 years. Wow.
Yep.
What was that? Just is that
That's
recent?
That's actually pretty long.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
Pretty long. It was when I was 17. We started
Okay.
dating.
All right, and then
Yeah.
they belonged in there. Okay.
Yep.
I buy it. No, just kidding. Just kidding. And then so what? So but you've always had women, girlfriends around and everything that were you attracted to your girlfriends growing up? Like I mean girlfriends. I mean, or was it something like was it just something you just experienced like when you either went to college or you went later on or something? And so like, wow, this is pretty fun.
Yeah, it definitely later on. I think the first time I was like, oh my gosh, girls are so much fun. They're beautiful. I think.
Wow, who was that girl? I want to see that girl.
Oh, she was big titties.
Really? Natural?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I don't discriminate.
Yeah.
Wow. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that
And
was
you
fun.
just went there, but it never came out. Like it was just something you guys did and said like, all right, that was fun.
It
like-
started off being part of a threesome.
Oh.
And then it was like, oh, this is actually really
this
fun.
is real. Like this is like in your real life.
Yeah, my real life.
Okay. And you were just having a good time. You're, were you with your boyfriend at the time, or is it just
No, this was some other guy that I was seeing.
the luckiest guy ever, probably? But oh, jeez, this has that ever? No, never. You, Mike?
I'm too nervous to do like a threesome just because I'm really bad in bed.
All right. Okay. I mean, fair
I'm
enough.
awful in bed. I'm
Fair
very
enough.
clumsy. I just,
Fair enough.
it'd be like instead of one person judging me, it'd be like three
Dude,
people
you just
judging me,
couldn't
or
take
two
it.
people. Yeah.
It's like
At 3 people judging me, it'd be myself judging myself,
I would
and
be,
the 2 other people. It'd just be too much.
me personally, I would have been so like, holy shit, there's 2 girls making fun of. I just wouldn't even do anything. I would just be sitting there, like taking my clothes off and just standing there, going like, all right, what am I going in? You know,
Yeah. You and I would both be in a stupor.
I'd be like, I'm gonna get some water, guys. You want anything?
Yeah.
They're like, no, we're okay. It's like,
It's interesting though that you say like sometimes you like being with women, because I could say like sometimes it's really nice just being with a guy, like not sexually.
Wait.
We've never been
Hold
together.
on.
I'm
What are you-
talking
what's
about
going
you.
on?
Don't
Carlos.
stop him. I want to hear this.
I'm okay. He's looking at me, and I'm like, I never did anything.
I'm talking about you, Carlos.
No, why? Why?
We've never, like Carlos and I have
Why
never.
you don't?
I've never been sexually attracted to you. Don't worry.
I don't even want this even like any sexually attractive
Just relax.
and me and you in the same sentence.
Just let me finish my thought. Like you and I have never been like sexually attracted to each other.
no, it's never.
But sometimes
been
it's
ever.
really fun. Like, 2 guys going on a trip together. Like we've gone on multiple like guy trips together,
This is like Brokeback Mountain. I mean, people are thinking this.
No, it's not like Brokeback Mountain. I mean, it's basically
Nothing has happened ever.
It's me saying like sometimes it's nice because like when 2 people of the same sex and they're not necessarily
Enjoying each other's company. Is that what you mean?
they're not attracted. Yeah, we're just enjoying each other's company. There's like no stress, and like Carlos and I have been good friends for a long time, and I could say like if we were married, it'd be nice, but we just it would be a sexless.
Wait, what?
It would be a sexless marriage though, because like we're not
partnership.
attracted to each other. Yeah. But there's a nice thing about us
Then why would we be
going on
married?
vacation
I don't
together, because it's like a nice.
all
So what
right.
I'm saying is I can understand like the relation, same sex, like
Yeah.
girls going with girls. It seems like there's probably less pressure than when you're out with a guy or a guy is out with a
Yeah.
girl,
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
why I like guys hanging out with each other. That's why I like women hanging out with each other.
I
It's
don't
like,
know about you, but I mean, I like hanging out with my friends, my male friends. But trust me, if there was a girl like Summer around, I wouldn't even fucking know you're in the room, dude.
Yeah, man, I would be gone faster than you.
I
could
know.
say.
I hope so, dude. 'cause I
I'm
wouldn't
just,
even- I
I'm
wouldn't even
just
know.
saying. I'm just saying.
saying.
There's sometimes there's a nice thing about like same sex is like just hanging out because like it seems like there's less pressure sometimes.
All right. Okay.
When
Well,
when you're with a heterosexual relationship, sometimes it seems like there's always this kind of thing like you gotta maintain. I don't
gotta
know.
maintain. Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. What do you think? What do you?
Yeah.
Like how you just shove it right into me.
I'm just
Like,
saying,
what do you think, Summer?
No, I think it's so true. I think it's totally different because with girls, like we can talk about everything. We can be girly. Like, and when I'm with a guy, I'm like, oh, I want to impress him. Oh, I'm worried.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's like
I
girls
think it's
are
human nature. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
human nature.
Well, when you're trying to, definitely impress somebody that
Yeah.
you're attracted or going to, that you see that's like, oh wow, like this person's cool. Like
Yeah.
definitely you have that. But when you're friends, you're just like, let's fuck around. Come on, let's just do this. So that's right. So yeah, I could. All right, I get it, Mike. I get it.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Our
we
trips to
never,
Coronado?
we
We
may
sleep
have.
in separate bedrooms, for God's sakes.
Wait, me or your fiance?
No, you and I. Like when
Okay.
we go to Coronado,
yeah,
we sleep in separate.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
But it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely we definitely see each other. We know each other's moods, and we know each other how we play each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah, we leave it as that. Oh my god, I feel I feel worn out after that. Jesus, I was like Brokeback Mountain or something. But so Summer. I mean, so you're doing. Is there something that when you make the transition into the is people that freaking out, like friends and other family or whichever? Do they just, or do they not even know?
They don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't want them to know. Like, I don't want my close family and friends to know because.
But are you worried though that
Of course, I'm worried, but if they find out, they find out. Oh well.
mm-hmm. You're not gonna on this one because that's always like the most thing I'm always kind of fascinated with. And sometimes where it's like, how do you make that transition? Because sometimes people are like, matter of fact, sometimes people do have a thing where it's like a double life. Like they want to keep this life separate from the other life, which is fine because I do that sometimes. Like I have friends that, like I'll do comedy with and everything. And then there's people that maybe I know from maybe childhood, but I don't necessarily put them necessarily together.
Yeah.
It's a different mindset sometimes.
Yeah.
So, but all right. Okay. Well, all right. We'll keep this the wraps. We'll put a thing. We'll put a face over your, like a blurry face. We're like, I don't know what you're talking about. We never saw that girl.
There's a famous comedian.
Yeah, there was a famous comedian, the unknown comic.
No. I was talking about.
All right, never mind. That doesn't. It was a comic back in the 80s that.
With the unknown soldier?
No. He was the unknown comic, and he would put a paper bag over his head, and he was already like a kind of known comic, but he just thought it was a funny bit, and people loved it. But of course he wasn't famous because he had the bag over. So he was getting really popular, but no one knew who the fuck he was.
I was talking about.
It was like the worst of both worlds.
I was talking about Rich Fulcher, he was Mighty Boosh, and he didn't want his family to know that he was in comedy. Yeah, literally, he was like in Europe, and he would tell his family that he was an accountant,
or a lawyer.
But yet this guy became one of the most famous comedians over in Europe because of the show.
Right. Yeah,
and out here too. I mean, yeah,
it's weird.
It's an amazing story.
Yeah, like for some reason, like that was gonna. I guess he must have had really strict parents, and that was like one of those situations where they saw like comedy to like, what are you doing? Like that's ridiculous. Like you should have a already established job, something where you have family. And he did the exact opposite. And that's the thing, and it's so crazy because like when you see him or you. Or seen on stage, it's like you can never see him in that type of position like that, like an accountant. Like if that was your accountant, I would be like, that was my accountant. I would be like, oh fuck, I have no money.
He's so ingrained in his.
Oh no,
world
he's so out of it. Yeah,
and he's a brilliant guy.
He's brilliant. Yeah, funny, hell of a guy. One of the founding members of, I think he was one of the founding members of Upright Citizen Brigade back in Chicago.
I think he probably was.
He was involved,
but he's most known for Mighty Boosh, which they became rock stars.
Yeah,
bigger than. Well, I won't say bigger than the Beatles, but they were close to like that epic, It
was
comedy.
that time. Yeah, it was that time. Well, guys, I mean, Summer, oh gosh, I could have you forever. But maybe, before, because we have some great trailers for the show.
Down the pike.
Usually I try to do a theme and I decided to kind of do a little bit of a Halloween, but yet very sexual whatever kind of that you kind of get in this case, because both these trailers definitely have kind of like sultry kind of thing about it, but they're very weird, I think, in both different ways, which is always good. One is Vamps, which is coming out
Yeah.
soon, and then Jack and Diane, which is a weird title already. You know,
Based on the song, right?
no, it has nothing to do with the song. And I'll
Jack and Diane.
and I will get to that. I will
All
get
right.
to that about that song because I don't know if you've heard about that. Have you ever heard the song Jack and Diane?
Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah, it's an old song.
John Mellencamp.
John, yeah,
I guess we're old.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're very fucking old. I mean, I was a kid, and like this guy was like huge, so he was the Justin Bieber of our.
Oh my
no, I'm kidding. But just before I go, I'm gonna play a little clip. I'm gonna play what you're up to right now. Is that you don't mind, right? You're playing.
Fine.
Have you seen this clip?
I don't know.
All right, we'll see. We're gonna play a little. We'll play what the hell Summer's been doing the last 5 months. Okay. All right. Oh, an old movie, I would imagine. What an old movie. From what? Monojob?
Yep.
Monojob.com. I guess. Oh boy, here we go. I'm not even looking at it. I feel weird.
I need a cock in my hand. Sometimes when I get really horny, I just want to hold a big hard dick in my hands. Just love to know that you're beating off. Are you beating your cock for me? Watching me? Are we stroking it really fast? Really fast. Better be jacking off right now. Such a bad little slut. Love your cum over my face because I'm such a dirty little slut. Oh, I'm daddy's dirty little slut.
What?
Yeah.
What? I saw that last part. I'm like, because I thought like I was like kind of. I'm like, oh wow. Like when I saw this, I was like, wow, this girl is wild child. Like this is crazy. And then she said that last part. I'm like, fucking hey, she's fucking balls out nuts. I'll tell you that much. She likes it, I guess. Yeah. I'm like, wow.
Was the guy's penis really that large, or did you just have to act and say that? That's kind of.
I could answer that.
Yeah.
What did you see his penis?
Well,
I didn't. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea.
I saw your hand more so than this. But I saw the guy and I was just like, all right, I guess. We'll see. So yeah, you
I'm
freaking
all
out. You're,
red with
yeah, you're freaking out. Like, are you one of those people that don't like to see you perform? Because sometimes people do. Like, I don't like what I've done. I do a lot of improv or sometimes, and sometimes they'll record it, and I'll be like, oh god, I just look like a fucking nightmare up there. I look like I'm like, how do people even take me seriously up there? And or like when I listen to this show, I go, how do I sound like this? I do not. I'm in my head.
Like Adam Carolla?
Yeah, exactly. In my head, I sound different, but outside, I sound weird. I sound this way.
Yeah.
So is that how you feel?
Well, I think I look really pretty. But
I was like, wow. I'm like, all right, I get because that was the whole thing. Because like I know you just recently started, so I was just trying to find, So it's like I was trying to find something that was there. Like I I'm not gonna play the whole movie. That maybe next time I might play the whole movie as we're talking, but we'll see. But I'm like, oh wow. When I saw this clip, I'm like, oh, yeah, she knows what she's doing.
yeah, but
You really? It's all right. Don't worry. I get it. I get it.
Is it weird to think that, like, I don't know. I mean, do you ever think like it's kind of? Do you ever think it's weird that there's a lot of guys that are probably fantasizing about you out there? Or does that get weird you out at all? Or
do you like it?
I like it.
You like the?
I mean, I don't know who wouldn't. I mean, I think that's a natural thing. Like, I mean, everybody wants to be attractive, and you're clearly attractive. So, but I mean, yeah, I mean, just knowing that a bunch of guys, but maybe not so handsome guys, are also.
Is this about me, man? Is this about me?
No, not at all. What are you talking about?
Wow.
Carlos is a very attractive man.
No, I don't think so.
I'm just saying in general, like,
Don't look at me, Summer.
Yeah,
look away.
No, I'm not talking about Carlos at all. I mean, just the fact that, like, there's attractive guys that probably, obviously, want you, but there's a lot of unattractive guys too. Like, does that ever kind of weird you out? And I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
I guess you kind of look at you're like, oh, fans, or people that like see my work. You're like, oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful. If I didn't have fans, I don't think I'd get anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm an exhibitionist. I totally like it when guys enjoy me and my body.
Really? Is that how it goes? All right.
Yeah.
Is that let me ask you this before we get into the trailer, because I have to ask you this. What is I mean, you don't have to even go crazy, but what is the craziest thing that you've been involved with, either on camera or off camera, about that you want to talk about, that you can even say? Because I don't even know. I mean, maybe you got something that you're like, she's probably involved in something that who knows? Like, oh fuck, like.
Oh, you're talking about like sexually?
Yeah, like
or-
sexually or something that you're like after when you did that, you're like, holy shit, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Like even for me, like that's crazy. Like what would that be?
Yeah, I just did a scene maybe like 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
It was a cuckold scene. That was actually like the craziest thing I've ever done sexually.
Really? Wait, it makes me. What is Coco?
I was gonna. I thought you said couple, but
No.
yeah. Coco.
Couples are
Cuckold.
couples are so
Cuckold.
crazy, man.
Cuckold?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Does that involve chickens or?
They call it that because it's something similar to what chickens do, I guess, somewhere.
Right.
I think.
I have
I'm
no
not sure.
idea.
Oh, I don't know what chickens
Man.
do.
Yeah, I neither do I. But I hear about that. I heard
Oh.
about that.
Well, chickens cackle.
or cock,
Anyway, go
whatever. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. It's basically in the scene I had my husband, but he never satisfied me because he had a really small dick.
Of course.
And so
It's a word. It's a word. It's like, oh. Like, if anybody guy
Yeah.
listening to it, they're like, oh, gosh.
That was a plot in a manual. You remember that a long
Yeah.
time ago?
The
manual,
movie. Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Anyway,
That is
go.
true. That is true. So,
my scene, I had a personal trainer who was really like hot and sexy and had a really big dick.
uh-huh.
And so me and him start having sex, and I'm actually a huge bitch in the scene.
Right.
So I make my husband watch us having sex,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm like talk down to him, tell him how horrible he is, blah blah blah.
As you're getting
Yes.
pounded by this guy, this
Yes.
this huge gorilla guy.
Yeah.
Wow. And was the guy good? I mean, the guy who was, of course, obviously.
Oh my gosh, that guy gave me maybe the best sex I've ever had
Whoa.
in a while. In a while.
Okay. All right. In a while. It's
In
been
a
a while.
while.
Really?
It was so exciting.
How was that? Why? How did he do that? Like, I mean, yeah, I want to know.
Well, we were actually in really weird positions because we had to sit on this couch and we had to be positioned so that the husband is in there watching
Right.
and it has to be so that they see my face and then
Yeah.
they see what's going on. So we were in weird positions. Like I was sitting on top of him, like backwards, and I had to like straddle him with my legs.
Wow.
So I had to go like up and down.
Wow.
And he, like, I don't think I even moved with my legs. He was just like, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, yeah.
You were going like, wait a minute. But, no, you're like, no, I like this. Did you even, because it's always weird, because like, I've seen, of course, I've obviously seen porn, but it's always, when that's happening, you kind of know like what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
But that was a real situation. Like,
Yeah.
you were like really into it.
Oh, yeah.
And,
It was really good.
were you telling the guy like afterwards, like, good fucking job, dude?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
told him, I was like, that was amazing.
And he's like, typical. He's like, normally just a regular day for me. Fucking, he's like drinking Starbucks. He's like, I don't have to tell you. Yeah, dime a dozen. If I could get oh god, I could get 5 cents for every time I heard that. Be rich. Wow. Who's this guy? What was this guy's name? Is he known or like in the business,
Yes.
or was it like a one time?
Wolf Hudson.
Wolf
I
Hudson.
think Wolf Hudson, yeah.
Okay, that sounds familiar. That does sound like a porn guy's name. So it's a pretty good handle. I'll tell
I
you that much.
mean, I don't know. Not really. I mean, Hudson. Really?
What do you want, Wolf Man? What do you want?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like Wolf Blitzen.
She don't want to bang a Nazi. I mean, what are you talking about?
Well, I don't know, but like Hudson. What does Hudson have to do with anything?
That's just the last name. I mean, maybe Wolf Johnson would have probably been.
Yeah, or like.
I'll talk to
Wolf,
this guy. Let me give me
all
this
right.
guy a number. I've talked to him. This guy. When I was growing up, I had a couple handles that if I was into porn, I had a couple names that
Ooh.
I had. Let me see.
Carlos Jaime.
Okay, you're making fun of mine. You know that I've heard, now. If I had 5 cents for every time it would
Carlos
make fun
Jaime.
of me.
Carlos Hyman.
Yeah, if I had 5 cents for every time, that I would be rich. I'll tell you that much. Oh gosh.
I had a Mike Costantini.
I like
I could see that. But I like
That was by Dan Farmer. Dan Farmer from.
You want to play? It says you can find him at Dan Farmer.
No, Dan Farmer from UCLA when he was
Right, he was
yeah.
No, I know. I know Dan Farmer.
He was a nice guy. He didn't mean it in any bad way. Yeah.
Yeah. I played soccer with him when we were younger.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
It's like anybody cares.
Small world. I never knew that.
Yeah, I did. When I saw him, I was like,
Big football star.
big guy. Yeah, actually, really big guy. Who would probably do a good job. I think. I tell you that. But my handle would have been was he Tom Screws? Would have been one.
I'm surprised that hasn't been used.
Yeah, and the other one, which I'm thinking like somebody's had it come, was you've heard of David Copperfield, right? Mine would have been Dave Copperfield. See, that would have been my thing.
Ooh.
So like Dave Copperfield, that
I
would have been my thing.
I always thought I'd be like Mike Thunder Mountain or something.
Sounds like a ice cream, maybe.
Thunder Mountain. I don't know. It just sounds big.
Well, that Rocky Road or Thunder Mountain, guys?
It sounds bigger than it is.
All right. Well,
It'd be a disappointing.
So
shirt.
what? Good, congrats to Wolf Hudson.
Yay.
Wow, he did a great job on you, huh?
Yes.
Poor guy, poor bastard. What was the actor going? Who's not doing that to you and looking at you?
We enjoyed it.
Oh, he enjoyed it.
He enjoyed it.
Really? The actor enjoyed it, not the character, but the actor.
Oh yeah, the actor
right.
enjoyed it. He was actually very, very nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, oh god, I could talk for you hours about this whole thing, but we got to move on. We got to go with the show right now. And well, let's see. You've seen the trailer, right? I don't know if you've seen it, Mike. Vamps.
No, I haven't yet.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You don't want to see it.
That bad, huh?
I don't know. I've heard so much stuff about it, but let me play the trailer right here. Okay, this is Vamps. That's directed by Amy Heckerling, who directed Clueless. Have you ever seen Clueless?
Yes.
Yeah, when a good
that
movie?
one I've seen.
That one you've seen, right? But it's a fun movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. And have you seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I mean, it's basically Clueless, but like in the '80s in a way, but a little different. But it's a very generation piece.
Yeah.
Like Clueless was great for the '90s. Fast Times was great for the '80s. Vamps is not good for, I don't know what you call this decade. I don't know, what would you call the teen? It's not the teens yet.
This is the lost generation, probably.
All right. Fair enough. Let's play the clip right here.
My name's Goody, and in 1841, I was bitten by a vampire. And that's Stacy.
Hi, Stacy. When I was a day player, I was doing a lot of E.
Look how cute she is.
How's this not True Blood?
Don't you hate it when you
yeah.
sprout fangs, parts whitened and the other parts dingy?
Running around to clubs and dating idiots.
A little bit won't hurt.
Staying young is getting old.
Morning. I met someone at school. He's goofy, but cute.
What's his name?
His name is Joey Van Helsing.
What?
What did your parents say about me?
She's exceedingly white.
So you don't like her because of the color of her skin?
He's British.
Undead.
Yeah, and
Everyone is a vampire.
What's a dinosaur?
What are your intentions with my son?
what do you mean?
You plan to suck the life out of him?
No more than any other girlfriend.
I did enjoy it.
A lot of weird stuff has been
Yeah,
going
it's
down.
like it
They're
makes-
trying
I
to
like
force
that.
us out into the sun.
The neighbor said the cable company was there. Can Time Warner just burst into a person's home and kill them?
Yeah, they're terrible.
That was way too close. And I didn't put in rollers. I'm gonna have coffin hair tomorrow.
The community
It
is
sounds
being
like Buffy the
persecuted.
Vampire.
Yeah.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, redone.
So,
How would you ladies like to be my wives?
Eat me. Not literally.
a lot of like the puns. A lot of
Oh, yeah.
definitely. Have you seen Buffy, right?
Yeah.
Your wife is very sweet.
Luke Perry.
my
It
account
spawned into the
says
TV
CPA.
show.
I feel like I'm
Luke
really
Perry,
tripping
the
right
original.
now.
Yeah. Vamps, everybody.
So when does this come out?
This is coming out and after Halloween. After Halloween.
Huh, I figured they'd
And-
probably bring it out
Now,
before, but
what do you think about this? Is this something that you would see? Maybe check it out. I mean, because I'm the only reason why I'm kind of goofing is because I see a lot of horror movies, and especially if you get put together horror and comedy, and sometimes like I see these movies and I'm like, kind of seen this, or I kind of get the gist of it. I don't know if I would be willing to spend a couple bucks, to actually see it. So when I see this movie, it's like, if this was 10 years ago, I probably would have been like, oh, okay, it's like not bad. I don't know. How about you?
I feel like I can, like, seeing the trailer, I feel like I've seen all the good parts and I know what's going to happen in the end.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You took the
And that's
word.
the case with so many movies these days.
Well,
I think.
but this one, it really kind of bugs me because it's like on paper, when you look at it, you're like, okay, Alicia Silverstone back because she was in Clueless, and they got the director in Clueless, and you got Kristen Ritter, who's she's in that TV show, the bitch in the apartment 23. She's on an ABC TV show.
Yeah, that new one. Yeah.
So she's kind of up in there, and you're like, but when you look at it, you're like, I've seen this kind of before. I've seen the thing.
It sounds rehashed.
Yeah, it's the epitome of rehash. And you know what? I'm not alone because I was looking at many of reviews on this type of a movie, and they're like, I saw this at a festival, and they're like, don't bother. Like exactly what you just said was like saying you saw the best parts, and that's basically it. And
and that's interesting because Buffy the Vampire Slayer was actually pretty inventive. I mean, it was a town
which came out like 20 years ago.
20 years ago, it was a town where there's a bunch of just like weird creatures that come out and like things. That's essentially what True Blood is now. It's just sexier,
right?
Because it's on HBO. But it's the same story as like as that. It's just rehashed.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying like I like True Blood. I watch it. I think it's a great show.
I'm not a fan, but I understand why.
But it's basically rehashed from 20 years ago.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I don't know why vampires are just so exciting now. I mean,
I don't know either.
Maybe the blood. People getting blood
it's
fetish.
The blood fetish.
Like, are you into Summer? Are you into blood fetish?
No.
Okay. Just checking. I wasn't sure because you never know.
Vampires.
I'm gonna play bloodfetish.com trailer with Summer Rae.
According to True Blood, vampires are just great at sex, though.
Well, I could see that in a way because originally, when you saw the old Dracula movie, you saw him.
You didn't see like a guy that you want to screw or.
Well, but he
vampires are pretty these days.
But the thing is,
even werewolves. But they're good looking.
But the thing is, the Dracula, the original Dracula, really picked a lot of cute girls. I mean, even though he did pick a guy who was a little effeminate, which is kind of weird. But he did know how to pick the hot girl, and he's like, "I want her to be with me."
Well, come on! I mean, a vampire, he's got feelings too,
Exactly. Of course,
he's gonna pick the pretty girl.
But you know what's?
And he's got the eyes.
But you know what's amazing about that I heard about this movie is that it's coming out November 2nd, but get this, it's going on Blu-ray November 13th. So is that kind of weird?
So they're already.
So it's literally under a month out in the.
Exactly.
That's unheard of.
Yeah.
So that means they're only expecting like a very short release of it.
The thing is, it's gone so bad that they couldn't even really find a distributor in the whole thing about it. So they were like, we'll just play it in a couple theaters for maybe a couple weeks and then let it go. And I'm like, that's a shame. I'm like, wow, this movie would have been 10 years ago. It probably would have been before True Blood and all that. It would have been like, okay, decent, And the thing is, Alicia Silverstone being in the movies kind of bothers me. I don't know about you. Do you know her?
Yeah.
I think she's really pretty.
She is, but she's really into the environment, which isn't bad. I mean, environmentalist and everything else. But she's a year ago she did that thing where she fed.
Oh yeah.
She ate soup. She was eating soup. Okay. She's eating. It's on a video, and it's on her some website that she's associated with. And she was eating soup, and she was bird feeding it to her baby boy, like she was eating it, and then she opened her mouth and had her little boy open his mouth, and she fed whatever she was eating into his mouth, like a bird.
Via what? I mean,
her mouth, like mouth to mouth, feeding, whatever, which is like, I mean. That's what the fuck is going on there? Exactly, Summer. What do you think?
I think that's too extreme, way too extreme.
Like
I don't know.
You wouldn't do like if you had a kid, like if you had a child, right? You know, like would you? I mean, how? I mean, yeah, you care for it and everything, but you wouldn't bird feed it, would you?
No.
Was she doing it through like a tube of some sort?
No, she was doing it like if she was literally sitting on the fucking nest. She was doing that. Like if she was flying and her baby boy was in the nest and she was fucking mouth feeding that kid.
That's like
not even like it's not even she's
like
spitting on the
regurgitation. I mean,
yeah.
And
Like,
that can't be healthy. I
no,
mean,
it's not. The CDC,
the child doesn't have the antibodies that the adult does. You know, so it's like you have to develop those antibodies as you grow up.
Yeah, it's no winners in this one. I'll tell you that. So that's why when I was seeing this movie, I'm like, I wonder if she's bird feeding that kid right there. When she's the movie.
And I've never seen a bird like feed like that either. But
you never seen a bird feeding like that?
Well, no, I've seen them like drop a worm into their, but not like just
Thank you. A bird is even smart enough not even to kill the worm.
Yeah.
It's live and it's feeding the baby the live feed. It's not regurgitating what it just ate. It's actually just doing. I mean, maybe it might do that, but it actually, freaking weirdo. Ugh. So I don't know. This movie, I don't even bother. Maybe check it out on Netflix or something. I just feel bad when a movie that has a lot of talented people in there doesn't seem like it's gonna make it onto.
I would love a great Halloween movie to come out right now.
Well, there's a couple. There's a couple coming out.
Yeah, there's
Sinister.
Sinister looks pretty good.
Yeah. Are you a fan of horror movies?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh my god.
My fiance is terrified of these movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She watched Repulsion. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, the
1960s
Roman Polanski movie.
She was scared of that. She had to pause it during that. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Really?
Yeah.
What's going on with her?
No, that's what I'm saying.
What are you doing to her?
Yeah.
Come on.
No,
act like a Wolf Hudson kind of go on and do something about
no, I said
the
I'd
situation.
protect you, and she's like, "No, I need to pause it." It didn't matter if I was there.
I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
That's
not even a horror movie, for God's sake.
Don't cuckold the situation. Do not be a victim of that cuckold. That's all I'm begging you, Mike, with that situation we just told me. But I feel bad. Like I didn't mean, like, you know what, we could have. I didn't mean to. I hope these trailers didn't scare you.
Oh no, they didn't. Oh well, that Vamps didn't scare me at all.
Well,
it didn't seem scary. It seemed
no
flowery and bright and
it's very summerish.
I don't think vampires can be scary anymore because they've been so over.
If they, you know what it is? I think if a vampire would be scary if they don't look like the fucking guys, in True Blood.
The new thing is zombies.
Like if they look like a freaking like an animal or something or some type of thing, then I could see like that freaking out.
Vampires are no longer scary. Like you can't really be scared by them. The new thing is zombies, and you had to make them a lot faster. That's when 28 Days Later came out because you couldn't make zombies like slow guys you could just walk around.
You have to
you had to make them like actually aggressive. And, yeah. So I think zombies are the new thing. I think this Halloween, like a lot of people are going to be going to zombies.
Yeah.
Zombies. Yeah.
Are you sure about that? All right.
Positive.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm worried about you and your fiance. Okay. What's going on up there?
I mean,
are you sure about this?
Yeah.
You want to talk about? We'll talk about.
Susanna goes as like a princess or something.
All right. I'm all right. All right. I get it. Okay. Really? So you're not a fan of horror? Have you seen any horror movies like at all? Like the major ones, like Exorcist, Paranormal Activity?
No.
You're just like
I'll
you
have
can't.
nightmares.
The paranormal ones are pretty scary, actually. I'm kind of looking forward to the new Paranormal Activity, but
yeah. Really?
I don't know what the scariest movie I've seen was. Well, I fell asleep during The Sixth Sense.
Really?
Okay. Oh, wow. That's a pretty eerie movie to fall asleep to.
Yeah, I fell asleep and my ex-boyfriend was like up watching and he woke me up. He's like, "It's so scary. I need to cuddle you." And I was like,
So you weren't in the theater. You were at home.
No, we were at home.
Let me ask you, is that why you dumped him? Because that would have been awesome. I would have been like, dude, I mean, why would you wake up a girlfriend going like, "I want to be," did you say, I'm really tired. I don't want to do anything tonight.
No, I
got a long day.
He just
tomorrow.
wanted to cuddle because he was scared.
I think if either two things, either he really wanted, like he's like, I have to come up with something to maybe make a play for my girlfriend to do something with me, or I'm so frightened of the fucking movie that I'm like, and then she's so peaceful there that I'll.
I have kind of a question though. Like in the adult film industry, has there ever been like a Halloween special edition type thing that
Pretty
you know?
sure they're.
I'm sure, yeah.
Have you ever done one, or I've just never seen one? That's why. Like,
Would
I'm
you-
kind of curious?
Yeah, I mean, because would you be in one? Because I know you don't like scary movies, but if someone said like, "Hey, we have we have what Nightmare on Elm Street X triple X or something," and you would have been like, I don't know, or you would just be like, "All right." Is
That's the spirit of
I'd probably
Halloween, I
do
guess.
it.
You know, yeah.
Now, if they said like, "Hey, it's going to be a bunch of 5 guys in masks, but they got hot bodies."
Yeah.
Right.
Under
they
the
got,
mask,
and they got big,
which is very atypical,
They got
like
big
the actual horror movie.
penises.
But yeah.
but they got like kind of blood, like fake blood kind of thing smeared all over their kind of chest. Would you do that?
Yeah, that's actually kind of hot.
Really? Wow. So you like it?
As long as there's no like decapitated body parts and heads rolling around, then I'm fine.
So like if there was a vibrator or a dildo shape of a hand, like an arm, but the finger was there to like like do the thing, would you freak out? Would you be like, no? What am I? I'm a human being, damn it. Huh?
I don't know. Depends on if it looks scary or if it looks normal. Then
Then you're like, let's go for it. Let's do it. Wow.
Yeah.
So wow. All right. Okay. All right. We're still checking on you. We're still trying to see how far you can go.
Okay.
Okay. I love how it's like decapitation. It's like, oh no, don't worry about it. That's just a head. That's like a producer for guys like, no, it's cool. Don't worry about it. It's not real. Ooh.
Do you guys, or both of you, do you have any plans of Halloween this year? Like what you're gonna go as for a costume?
I don't know.
No, I got invited to a couple parties, but I don't know.
You're more popular than I am.
I guess. Jesus. Well, you got a fiance. You got yeah. See, I'm single. I have to make appearances.
I like going to, but I don't like dressing up that much these days.
I dress up, but see, the thing is, I wear glasses, so
do I.
Right, but the thing is, I don't want to put a stupid mask on and then put the glasses over the mask. That's like the least.
But you had a clown mask once, and it was
yeah,
pretty scary.
but it was ridiculous.
It was very scary.
Ooh.
Yeah,
like every time you looked at me, I got scared, and then you
But it
kept
was so-
turning
but
to
the
me.
thing is,
and
it was-
you were like, "It's me, Carlos. It's
Right.
Carlo."
But it was so hot. It was so hot in there, and I couldn't see physically. I couldn't see anybody, and I'm like, forget it.
My favorite costume that Carlos went as was Harry Potter.
Ah.
And one night, Carlos, we both got drunk, but Carlos, you got drunk. And I remember like Carlos was, he was in his Harry Potter costume with his wand in his right hand. And he was stumbling up to my house.
It was
and I said, I turned to my friend Mark and I'm like, hey, it's Harry Potter and things haven't gone too well in his later life.
I was so I drunk that
We were
night.
both drunk, but
No,
I'm just saying it was a funny scene. It's like, it was seeing like a drunk Harry Potter all growing up, but just things hadn't gone so well,
I remember that because I went to a party and drank like a shitload of tequila. It wasn't even like a party. It was like a get together at a friend that just recently got married. So of course it's not going to be major shit going on there.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I'll get a couple shots in, and wowzer, I fucking went nuts, and then went to the other party and started doing shots there and beer and everything, and got a little good time.
Oh, it's fun. We had a good time.
Good old day. I don't know if I can't do that anymore. I'm 35 and I'm like kind of been there, done that.
I'm
I don't have.
36.
Do you drink a lot? Do you every now and then do you party? Kind of go with
Yeah.
your friends and do you
Yeah,
like
every now
little? You don't go like blackout drunk, do you?
Occasionally.
Wow.
But that's
Not like
well.
are you like a Lindsay Lohan or
No.
Or are you like what's her name? Oh God, what was that name?
I got blackout drunk watching 2020 the other night, so yeah.
What's going on in the house? Oh, all right. We got to talk about that. No, what was her name? The one that was she was a child actress. Damn it. Never mind. Oh well.
Lindsay Lohan?
No, no, but there was another one too. It's
Uh-oh.
also fucked up. Almost like they're almost on a race. They're almost competing to see how fucked up one can be. I forgot her name. Damn it. Oh well, she was a child actress on Nickelodeon. Isn't all that whatever. But but not that crazy. you know?
No, I just I never drink alone ever. It's more of a social thing. I go out with my girlies, and we have like a girly night. And
Is that what you call each other, girlies?
Yeah, my girlies.
That's healthy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's healthy not to drink alone, and you know, like
Yeah.
go out with friends. And
Yeah.
Right. So, wow, you guys, is it? Oh my God, I'm just curious. 'Cause I mean, I'm pretty sure, I'm so positive that your friends are just as hot as you are, and hanging out. And it's like, oh boy, the guys must be like, "Can I buy you a drink?" Is it like
All
that?
the time.
All the time. Wow. And you're like,
My
sure.
question is,
Yeah.
do people recognize you? I guess when you go out, or I mean, guys like, or anybody. I mean, when you go out, do you get recognized a lot?
No, I
And does it get
don't.
annoying sometimes?
Not
or does
yet.
Not yet. I've
Yeah.
been waiting for someone to be like, "Oh my God, Summer Rae," and I'll be like, "Yes, of course." You want to
I
know?
like you put your hand out like you wanted to kiss. Like you're like,
Yes.
yeah, you can kiss my hand, thank you. Yeah. Oh gosh, I mean, I saw you I saw that trailer on monojob.com. Oh, wow.
I've been waiting for that, but it hasn't happened yet.
Not yet. Well, you just started out. Like I'm pretty sure, like it took. I mean, it took like Jenna Jameson or a few other people like there's the other Dana Dermon. There's another biggie that's in the big one. It took them a while. I think
Yeah.
to kind of get now
Yeah.
there.
Well, as anything, it's more time and the, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the more you put into trust me, Summer, the more you put into this, the better you will be coming out.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you that much. You gotta do 20
Yeah.
series a month.
Carlos and I have been podcasting for what, 5 years now, and we're just now getting famous. You
Yeah,
know?
just every now and then we'll be like, I'll put my hand out, and I'll be like, so yeah, that's me. This is the guy who sounds like Adam Carolla. Yeah.
Just the other day, I had a random guy come and just throw me dollar bills, you know,
Oh.
money, yeah, saying like, keep doing your podcast.
Wow, that's sad.
nice.
That was at the
Wait,
pharmacy.
is that-
That was at the pharmacy. I was picking up medication.
You must have looked homeless. I'm gonna be honest with you. You sometimes dress up like you're Kurt Cobain.
I did not shave for a couple days.
If Kurt Cobain
Yeah.
came as a zombie, you
I
would
did
kinda-
not shave for a couple
sometimes
days,
you dress
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
but-
All right, just checking. Just checking. Well, let's move on. Now, the next movie. Okay, I don't know. This one must have fucked up your mind a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
this one actually scared me.
Yeah, because this one is called Jack and Diane, and
This is a horror movie?
That's what it's.
I don't know what it is. Trust me. We're gonna play the clip, okay? And I heard all I saw was 3 words: was lesbian werewolf horror.
What?
Yeah, exactly. And
didn't
I'm
see
like,
that.
I did not see any lesbian. I saw the lesbian,
Yeah.
which is always yeah. Here we go.
This is something I wanted to share with the most special person in the world.
That's a romantic. That's romantic. I get that, John.
You met someone. I think you totally like her. I'm thinking that I might not go away anymore.
What are you talking about?
I said no phone. Aunt Linda is so retarded.
Glad you came to visit. Let's see if you ever come back.
Somebody got hit by a car. One of the main characters got hit by a car.
We're gonna get a place together when I move out.
Diane will be at school in France in 2 weeks, so good luck finding her.
Are you staying?
It's not completely up to me.
Don't stay for me, okay?
This is scary for me.
I like the music. I mean,
Yeah. All right. I'm kind of like, okay,
Why'd
two
you come
girls.
here tonight?
coming of
I don't
age,
know.
fighting each other.
She thinks that I'm always taking care of her. And I don't know, maybe I am.
not sure why this couldn't just be a normal movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Two
Yeah.
girls.
No.
Why did I have to throw the werewolf thing in?
I don't know if it's a werewolf though.
Maybe
I just wanna like unzip my body and put you in there.
Oh, well, you know what? That's something we should have said that together. Let me rewind that what you just said because like that would have been like.
I just wanna like unzip my body and put you in there.
It could have meant spiritually too.
I don't know fucking clue
I mean-
how that worked. I mean, this girl, like, it is like full on lesbian love story, and then it just fucking takes a turn and becomes like something with and that's what I heard. Like I just heard a lot of shit about it being a horror movie or it being like there's a scene I guess where she turns into a werewolf or something, and it's like a metaphor into the relationship. And it's so heady. It's like it could have just been a really straightforward lesbian. Am I right?
Yeah.
Summer, like honestly, like if you had I know you just said like you wouldn't be romantic like in a way, but if you found a special girl, someone where you found like, would you be like? I mean, how would that be? Would you be like for it? Would you be like, no, this is kind of getting weird. I'm not used to this at all.
I'd probably be kind of getting weird.
Really?
Yeah.
But I mean, and of course she's mega hot. And
but I mean that's unfair. That's unfair to say to her because I mean, yes, girls are hot all over the place, but it doesn't mean girls are attracted to girls. Like I mean, guys are hot too, but we're not attracted to them, right?
Well, okay, I get it. You got me there.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing, right?
Well, there's always a thing because there's always like certain girls that are very like they're very hot, like they're very.
I think guys are more accepting of seeing two girls make out than they are two guys making out.
Yeah, you don't get off with seeing two guys make out, especially two hot guys. You get off seeing two guys?
I think it's hot.
Two guys.
Why wouldn't it be opposite for women? I mean, they would probably see that as pretty attractive,
Summer would throw up right now if we both of us started kissing.
No, I'd be like, yeah.
Really? No, I would be like,
Carlos and I have been friends too long. We can't do that.
I would be throwing up. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, we can't. I mean,
that would not
I'm just
work.
saying, but yeah, I mean, why wouldn't it be any different for a girl to see a guy?
I guess I don't know. I guess you enjoy that. You watch gay porn?
I only watch girl on girl porn.
Right.
But actually, in the cuckold scene that I did,
okay, we're gonna bring that.
I'm bringing this back up.
the greatest scene
it
ever.
Was very exciting. I made it was in the script. I made my husband suck on Wolf Hudson's dick, and that was hot. I was like, oh my god.
You mean the actor literally sucked on his guys, and the guy Wolf didn't freak out, did he?
Well, no, it's part of the whole thing.
Wow, that's so interesting.
And I was like, that's so hot.
Really? And when you're going off, where you're like, all right, like I like. So it was wow. So you were like really into that, huh?
Yeah.
And were they looking at you, going like, "What are you doing?" They're like, "No, I just got into it."
Yeah.
Wow. I gotta see that. I gotta buy this movie.
Yeah.
What's it called again? Well, I don't want to buy it. I want to buy it because of you. Called Cold.
I don't quite know what the title is called, but it's through Kick-Ass Pictures.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah.
They do a lot of weird ones, right? Yeah, they do. I saw one where it's like people banging in a gym, and it's like a lot of people sweating.
Ooh, yeah, they had to make me sweaty.
Really? Like, what were you doing? Like running in place or something? Or?
I was working out on a treadmill machine thingy.
Like, okay, and it's like, all right, you're sweating enough. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Action. Right. Did they do that in the porn? In the set, the guy goes, and action.
No.
Okay. I just was curious. That's one little thing I'm always curious about.
Is it ever hard to be sexy though, like on camera and like when you know that all these people are watching you? I mean.
Yeah. I don't really think so much about being sexy because when you think too much about being sexy, you end up not being sexy.
That happens to me all the time in bed with no cameras. Yeah.
Wow.
I just do my thing.
I'm terrible.
All right. Yeah, I didn't. I never pictured myself sexy, so I never had that problem. So I'm always like, oh God, this is happening. But don't fuck up.
But I always figure if like a bunch of people are looking at you, I don't know, it seems less intimate, or I don't know. I mean.
Well, yeah. Well, it's not supposed to be intimate.
You're acting.
Yeah, you're acting.
You're supposed to like fuck hard.
Yeah, it's supposed to be hot and sexy.
And just be like boing. Wow.
Boing.
Yeah. Wow. But speaking of going back to this movie, the brunette in the movie,
Jack.
She could be Diane. That'd be weird. But yeah, no, I don't know. But that's Elvis's granddaughter.
Who?
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah, she's signed on. She's actually a model.
Priscilla's daughter?
No, Lisa Marie.
Oh.
I know. Yeah, Lisa Marie Presley's daughter is that actress.
Oh.
she's actually a model. Like she cut her hair, I guess, for this role,
Oh.
and kind of butch herself up a little bit. Which you like butch girls? No, who does? Yeah. But like that's kind of weird. Like that's Elvis's granddaughter, and I was like,
it's quite a lineage.
yeah, it's like, all right, I guess it's kind of it's Elvis, fucking the greatest hillbilly of all time. So, do you find Elvis hot?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you if he was alive, or like if you were back in time, it was 1958, and you saw Elvis, would you be like, I'm getting in? He's getting in. Would you say that?
What would I say it?
Yeah.
Maybe in my own words.
You don't want to say
I'm
getting
it.
You're like, Elvis, you're getting in. It's like, what?
When I was a little,
I would think that's like the word. I don't know.
When I was a little kid, I was a huge fan of Elvis. In fact,
Really?
I was really upset when my parents told me he died.
Yeah, well, he died this year I was born. Yeah,
So I remember
that's
Jailhouse Rock and all the great
Yeah.
movies he did.
How about the Beatles? Would you bang John Lennon?
No.
Really?
I don't know why, but I probably wouldn't.
How about
Because the
Paul?
man is dead.
Well,
I mean,
if he was alive.
If he was alive, like if it was 1966 and you were like, John Lennon.
This sounds bad, but I'd probably only bang them just to say that I had sex with someone from the Beatles.
Beatles, really? Not even Paul? He's the cute one.
I don't know. No, he's not my type.
Really?
I always thought he wrote the corniest songs, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I know he's a brilliant guy, but yeah, he wrote the corniest songs.
Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, all right, I get it. Yeah. Well, Live and Let Die was good. One song of his was great.
That was Wings.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
all right, I get it. So, yeah, this is like by far the weirdest fucking movie trailer I've seen the whole year.
Yeah.
When does it come out?
It's coming out the same time. And I don't know if it's a horror movie. I know it's some romance is in it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What would you see this movie?
No, I'd rather see Vamps than that movie.
Really? Wow. That's great. I would expect you to see, since there's some lesbians, you would be like, I can't help it, you know. But I saw a clip, and the butch girl is talking to the girl, and she's like putting her hand down her pants, and I'm like, okay, not bad, you know. And then it would be that would be me. Yeah, I opened my soundboard clip for that damn sound effect. I'll tell you that much.
That's something new to the show too. That's great.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. What famous guy? Oh, fuck these trailers. Fuck. What famous guy? What famous guy it would be like you're so into?
Like
you
famous actor?
Yeah, like if you had him for one night, you said, I'm gonna fuck you like no tomorrow. I'm gonna fuck your brains out. Oh my god, I'm already getting excited. I think I'm gonna guess who it is.
Okay, guess.
Okay, I'm gonna say okay. I'm gonna guess two people.
I'd like to see this.
There is two people that are tied.
Okay,
I'll do them all at the same time too.
Okay, I'm gonna say. All right, I'm gonna say one. I'm gonna say Kanye West. Okay, and then the other is Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro.
So old.
This is a very young.
Okay, all right, Robert De Niro
Let's
and
go down a
Godfather Part
generation.
2. Okay, never mind. Okay, Kanye West and Justin Bieber.
No.
It's too young for you?
Too young.
Yo, what is? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. No,
ridiculous,
seriously. I'm gonna say the guy from Looper, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You know that guy?
No,
I always say
know
Joseph.
that guy.
I always say Joseph Gordon Lightfoot. Gordon Lightfoot.
Oh, the singer.
I saw that with two friends of mine the other night, and I
we-
kept saying Joseph Gordon Lightfoot.
We're making so many old references to Summer. She must be like,
Yeah.
Oh, we are.
They're ancient.
Carlos, we're ancient. We're dinosaurs.
Gordon Lightfoot. She goes, "Is that a porn star back in the 80s?" No.
We're ancient.
Yeah. Oh, forget
No
it.
one remembers the record of Edmund Fitzgerald anyway. You know.
Oh, that's a horrible song.
But anyway. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So
That's a
my
great
guess.
song.
So my guesses are wrong then.
Yes, they are very
Yeah,
wrong.
all right.
You're far.
So,
Okay, my top.
Oh, wait,
pick,
hold on. Let me use my sound clip here. Hold on. All right.
That's fucking great.
I liked it.
All right.
Okay, my top pick is Mark Wahlberg.
Oh,
okay, I could buy that. He's a very sexy guy.
Marky Mark.
He's got a good body.
Is it the body?
Yeah.
It's the body, it's the face, and
He's just
everything.
He's
What's
the
going on
epitome
down
of
there? I see one hand, but I don't see the other hand. I was like, all right, fine. I get it. No problem. No, that's cool. And you made her all self-conscious.
Yeah, who else?
And so, who's the other
guy?
The other guy is the Wolverine guy. From
Hugh
X-Men.
Jackman?
Yeah, Hugh Jackman.
Wow.
Well, I can see that too. He's kind of a rugged.
The Wolverine.
Yeah.
So I can see your type now.
He's older though. He's
another one. Yeah.
He's in his 30s, I think, right?
And he
late 30s.
Yeah, and he kissed a guy.
What?
So even better. Yeah, because he's a Broadway guy.
Oh yeah, Oklahoma.
Okay, is that the movie? No? I don't know if that was a play. Maybe no, it probably wasn't.
I don't know.
It's a Broadway. You just say Oklahoma.
Oh,
is that you like Oklahoma? I assume, right?
No, I just knew that he was in it.
Yeah, he's an actor. I mean, he's probably in a lot of stages.
No, he. That's how he got famous. I think first was because he was doing a lot of Broadway shows, and
yeah.
he was like a showman.
Stage
huge guy when it comes to that. And I guess he was doing a play or something where he was playing a gay guy, and he was in the scene and he had to kiss the guy, and it was what was great was when people there's the thing where people do heckle and you're like, oh, so annoyed, but one guy heckled and said the funniest fucking thing where you're like, wow, that guy's a fucking genius, because when Hugh Jackman was about to kiss this guy, some dude yelled out, don't do it, Wolverine. Like that.
Don't do it.
And of course, but he had to do it because that was like the thing, it's a professional. But before he did it, but everybody just laughed their ass off because it's like,
why?
Because it was like you see like a guy playing such a masculine role,
right?
But yet, but doing another thing where he's like kissing a guy, you're like, I would never imagine Wolverine doing that.
That's a good actor.
Exactly. But I love that. I love that story. I don't know why I found it. But wow, so I know your type. Your type is a very kind of like, I don't know, brunette. I guess you could call a guy brunette, right? I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, why not? But it's also, you know what, Carlos? It's optimism. Optimism.
What is that? All right, I guess you could say that. So wow, so Mark Wahlberg and Hugh Jackman.
Yep.
So wow, you just. Oh, okay. I get it. What's okay, how about one guy that you're like, holy shit, I am attracted to him and I don't know why? Has there ever been like a guy or somebody that you're like, because I remember like as a kid, oh God, I mean, I guess when I was a kid or when I was young, I had a crush like on Julia Roberts when she came out with Pretty Woman. I was like, wow, she's so hot. And then she married this singer called, his name is Lyle Lovett. And when you looked at him, you're like, I mean, he looked like Frankenstein.
You know why?
He looked like Frankenstein.
You know why she married him?
Money?
She said he looked like Abe Lincoln.
Oh, well, I guess that's her fetish. She likes presidents, I guess.
President fetish.
President fetish. Well, that's what that's a movie we're gonna fucking do.
But he was also a musician. I mean,
I guess
like musicians always haven't been the best looking guys, and but they have the talent.
But there's some musicians that you're like, okay, he's good looking. Like Axl Rose at his prime was a good looking guy.
Sure. There's a lot of good looking guys, but I don't think Mick Jagger was ever that necessarily.
No, but he,
it's kind of
Mick Jagger, right?
Yeah.
But see, I know. I'm not trying to like say you're like, like if you don't know, I'm just trying to say like, have you ever seen him perform?
We're just dating ourselves.
Yeah, we're just dating ourselves.
Mick Jagger. I saw him perform on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, okay. But he's very old now.
Yeah.
But at his prime, I mean, he was like hot shit. Like girls were going nuts because he was moving. He had a great body. And he's still fit. But he had big ass lips. Big ass lips, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a good thing for girls. Maybe. I don't know.
Steven Tyler looks pretty weird these days, if you ask me.
Steven Tyler looks like
he's gotten kind of weirder and weirder.
He looks like the daughter of John.
He's from Aerosmith.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he was an American Idol last year or something. Yeah, he looks like a woman now. He looks like a cougar. He looks like a cougar.
Something's gone wrong.
Cougar,
I just don't understand these rock and roll guys. Like, why would you get facelifts and stuff? You know what? You're rock and roll legends. It doesn't matter how you look.
Because they want to be young. They want to still be.
But it doesn't matter.
They want a girl like Summer to be falling all over them.
That's true. Yeah.
That's basically what it comes down to. It. And they just look horrible.
Most guys would take off their entire face just to go out with.
Oh, yeah. Course. Yeah. I mean, I think they would stab one another just to get a piece of that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Someone likes to
It'd be
balance.
one hell of a bloodbath. Hell of a bloodbath.
Oh my God, Summer would just totally. I could see Summer just getting off, like just totally getting off,
going each other over.
Like if Hugh Jackman and Mark Wahlberg were just finding each other to the death. You know.
Yeah. Well, not to the death. I don't want them to die, but they can get in an awesome fist fight.
Really? I don't know. That's it.
Dick in my hands. Just love to know that you're beating.
Hugh Jackman. This is
you
for
beating
Hugh
a cock
Jackman
for me?
and Mark.
Watching me. Maybe stroking it really fast. Really fast. Better be jacking off right now. Such a bad little slut. Love you come over my face because I'm such a dirty little slut. Oh, I'm daddy's dirty little slut. Yeah.
I love that line. I love that last line. It's like you were already over the top, like in the thing, but then that made it over the fucking cliff. I was like, wow. All right, she put daddy a little, what are you going to do? What are you gonna do? Wow, you know what? Oh my God. Well, this has probably been the funnest show, I say right now.
I say, yeah, Summer, you're a great guest.
Yeah, you and it makes it great because you're very honest, and oh my God, we got to have you back because I literally have fucking so many questions, even more so. And the fact that we come back, you probably even have greater, more scenes and greater success.
Yeah. My question is like how to be a better lover, how to be a, better.
Yeah, like I'm so
better everything.
Oh, better anything.
Just better. Better writer, better man.
Get Wolf Hudson on the show. Going like, what's going on there, man?
Absolutely.
Got a guy sucking on you, and then you banging the shit out of a girl and making her giving the greatest. Like, did you orgasm in that scene? Have you orgasmed like in those scenes at all or anything? Is that like or not yet?
I've orgasmed in my solo scenes.
Okay.
That's kind of a state of mind, though, isn't it? I mean, it's kind of
it's a state of mind. Yeah,
it's a state of mind, right? Like so I haven't been so bad in bed. It was mostly a state of mind.
Yeah.
Well, we have to talk to your we have to talk to your fiance.
No, but I honestly I do hear that like there has to be like your mental state has to be like right in the right place. It's very hard for a woman to orgasm. That's why it's like. It's so nice to be a guy because it's so easy, but like with women, it's not easy.
Well, we have proof. Okay, we have we're
very easy to do, but for women, it's not so easy.
Yeah, because I don't know. Sometimes like when women say they're orgasm, I'm like, prove it. Come on. I'm gonna see a heart rate, whatever. I want to see some proof, some actual proof, because I don't think I did it. Right? So I blame her. Phony bitch. No.
But that's pretty amazing. Like you've gotten in a state of mind though, like even while on camera or I mean, you're able to do that. So you're able to kind of just block everything out and
yeah. Well, I think with the scene that I did, the position I was in was not in order for me to come, I need some sort of friction against.
And that's CUM.
Yes,
not come to yourself. No. Summer, just out of curiosity, like what position is that? Like what's easiest? Like and what's the most uncomfortable? I guess
the most uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Anal.
Well, I mean that's.
I think people in the population in prison can actually say that. Some of them.
Well, okay, so the normal positions though, like what's the best one and what's the worst one? Normal positions, like
missionary.
Well, for me, it's every girl's different, but for me, I like to be on top. That's how I come usually. CUM.
Write this down, Mike. Write this down. What do you do? Type, damn it.
Yeah, and I like it when the guy's on top as well. I like it sideways.
Okay,
I like a
doggy
spoon,
style. Like a spoon.
Like
oh, okay.
Yeah, like a spoon.
Are you sure? Okay, you like the spoon, you like the doggy style.
But I've also heard too, like you don't want to change positions too many times. Like when you're doing it, like it's rather you just want to do it in one position. like at one time because it's better
Tell
that way. Because if you do too many different positions, then you don't get the same effect.
Tell that to the porn producer.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
No, that's what they do. But like just in general, like sex outside of the camera.
Yeah.
I mean, is it better just like one way straight, or is it better multiple ways? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I've always heard that. I don't know.
I like it better multiple ways because then it's more exciting. If it's just one way, then it gets boring. For me, at least.
Wow. Yeah. No, never gets boring for me. Never that much. Oh boy. Well. Oh god, we gotta end this show. I could do this for hours.
Yeah, I could go on and on.
I could for hours. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. Well, so Summer, where can we find you? What would you?
In other words,
address?
No.
What would you like to plug?
Plug. That's what I meant.
Whatever you like to plug.
Yeah, like where is it? Something like where if you're fans, if they
websites,
listen,
whatever, Twitter accounts.
Yes,
whatever.
my Twitter account. My Twitter account is _Summer SUMMER Rae RAE _. That's my Twitter account. You can see my sexy pictures.
Yes, I've seen it. Trust me.
How many Twitter followers do you have? Just out of curiosity.
Last time I checked, it was like 350.
Oh,
something.
Not bad. Yeah, that's pretty good.
More than
more than me.
I know. It's like, oh my god. I know. I'm like, oh yeah. I guess that's a lot.
You will have quite a lot more very soon.
Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, definitely gonna get more because I mean, well, the more and more you get going up, because sometimes like I've seen like sometimes where there's like a new porn star and now say like, oh, she just started out, and now all of a sudden I'm like, holy shit, she's got like a shitload now. I guess so. I'm like, oh yeah. Guess the more you do it, the more exposure you kind of get right there. Definitely. Well, Summer, oh gosh, I wish you could do this more. So thank you for doing the show.
You're welcome.
And thank you for watching the trailers with me. It's a lot, very weird trailers, but probably won't see these in the theater. I would assume, right?
No.
Well,
sorry, but no.
Oh boy. Well, it's been really fun. I hope you could come back. Yeah. And we could definitely interrogate you. Anything you've done. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait if you do come to see any more Wolf Hudson, any cold scenes, any other shit. Don't do well. I don't want to demand or anything. I don't own you or anything. But I'm just saying, not your dad, not your sugar daddy even. But there's a couple sites that I'm like, let's not go that level, maybe into that level. You know what I mean? Like there's always like I always see ones that I call like facial abuse is one that I've heard that is like really extreme. So I don't know. Might want to steer away from it. I don't know how you are. I know you could get intense, but they're pretty fucking intense.
I know that there's some like crazy hardcore stuff out there that I'm really not into.
Yeah, like I don't want like making girls like cry, not in a good way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it depends. Just keeping you safe. Trust me. I've seen enough. I get it. So, well, thank you guys. Thanks for those who were listening. Again, follow us on Twitter, and if you like the show, definitely give us good reviews. 5-star, Mike. 5-star.
Oh yeah, please on iTunes,
and follow us on the comedypodcastnetwork.com.
Yeah, you can link to everything from there.
And and if anything, hopefully we'll get Summer on. Thank God, I hope so. I hope so.
She's been a great guest.
I know.
You've been a wonderful guest, actually.
Gosh. Yeah. Oh man.
Love to have you back.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Trust me. We're gonna do the summer intensive. Show probably. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. We might get another. We might have you sit in. Maybe have another. Porn star. We'll see what happens. It's magic.
Fun.
It might be the Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. A professional porn. I want to know.
During the fall, maybe Smash a Pumpkin or two.
I don't want to end this show. All right, fine. We got to go. All right. Thank you again for listening. And follow us on Twitter and have fun.
Come to your senses.
Come to your senses with Carlos Jaime. I got to work in those outros again. All right. Never mind. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
You have received this transmission from the Comedy Podcast Network. For more shows, visit comedypodcastnetwork.com.